You hear a lot of misconceptions about AI today, and I think that there's three big ones that come to mind for me. The first one is it's easy to build. It's easy to build these AI solutions, and I think that all comes from the early RAG use cases on top of unstructured data, on top of documents that things like LLMs were really good at right out of the gate, and people started to see success with that immediately. But then you think about, okay, if I'm going to build an agentic workflow using all different types of AI techniques, that's not easy to do. And by the way, it might be easy to get something up and running, but then if you think about an enterprise company, how do you get that in the hands of several thousand employees in a secure way, in a future-proof way? So as the technology changes every single week, how do we update our platform? How do we update the LLM? How do we update the database that it's running on? All these different things are really difficult to figure out quickly, and usually it takes a long time for companies that are specifically building this type of software or these types of tools to figure out on their own. So it's not easy to build these AI applications, especially in the long run, especially those that are designed for enterprise use. The second thing is it's not everybody thinks it has to be perfect in order for us to use this. And when I say that, I mean it should be the easiest user experience of your life. I should be able to go in here and anybody should be able to use it. And while I agree with that, while I agree that adoption rates should be, 2x, 3x, 4x, unlike anything we've ever seen with traditional BI, if you wait until it's perfect to give it to your users, you're going to miss opportunities. I think of it this way: 75% of the time, an AI solution answers a question in a way that's, automating hours, days, or weeks of work. 75%. Someone might say, well, we need to get it to 100. But if you roll that at 75% and give it to enough of your users, right, that last 25% will actually close a lot faster because you'll start to see what types of things do my users want from this AI application? What will make it better? What has made it worse, right? So you'll be able to iterate on this much more quickly, giving it in the hands of more users, even when it feels a little bit incomplete in the terms of traditional sort of AI applications. So those two. And then the third one is the AI is going to take our jobs, right? And I think there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market, especially every conversation I'm on with business teams. Everybody looks at it and there's like sort of a laugh in the room when you might show them something, an AI application working with it. They go, that's what I do. That's what I've done for so long. And so there's all this fear of AI is going to take my job. But instead of that, I think that people are starting to realize that there's going to be a lot more opportunity created in the market by AI. What is that opportunity? I think the really exciting and sort of the thing that invokes a lot of fear is we don't know, right? What is it going to be? We talk a lot about when electricity was invented, and as great as electricity is, all the lights around us and powering our phones and all of our, the camera that's recording this interview, at a time people thought this was going to be detrimental to society, and look at how much it's powered us. Now, when you talk about AI, it's going to power us to a degree we've never even thought of before, and allow humans to do things that I don't think were, possible without this type of technology. I think it's going to allow humans to focus on other things that humans are really good at, like, being curious about things, building things, exploring, having different ideas, and it's gonna augment all of this, and it's going to take us to places we've never been able to go before because we've been spending all of our time on tasks that machines can be very good at and are much more efficient at.